Hey, good morning, my friends. It's Hammer. Today is what is today? Today's Thursday, December 4th, right? Yeah, December 4th, 2025. I, of course, am Hammer, founder of Originator Success, Grab and Go Social, and Rate Sensei products, all to help my originator friends get more loans from Google AI search and social media. This thing's a little wonky today. Got to give it a little love here. All right. So, how y'all doing today? Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. Give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Appreciate that. Don't forget, if you'd like to join me live, you can go ahead and get a text reminder, hmmr.io/reminder. Sign up for those. Or use that cool QR code over here. If you use the QR code, if you're on your phone now, take a screenshot, go to the photos, press and hold the QR code, and that's how that works. Also, while you're signing up for things, you may want to sign up for our daily email. It goes out at absolutely free, ratelockadvice.com. Our $7 a month text alert service with a morning and afternoon text. And anytime we see fear of reprices, which probably won't be today, to be quite honest. But anyway, you can sign up for those at ratetextalerts.com. Let's go ahead and say hi to all the live folks here this morning, all of my friends. Ron Siegel says today is National Cookie Day. Ron, it looks like they are getting a little boring with this stuff. So, Zane, what is your favorite cookie? Good morning to Amy Blauser and Mr. Zane, who I understand is at the controls. Great to have you here, Zane. Thank you for joining. I hope you have fun with us each day. And tell me, what is your favorite cookie, my man? Mine is chocolate chip, but I like them soft. So who else we got here this morning? Ryan Yardley, Mary Jane Duma, good morning. Sean Segaloff. Sean, you just wish there was a bacon cookie. There probably is a bacon cookie. Do you know of any bacon cookies, my man? You love bacon as much as I do. Jerry Avila, good morning, sir. Vicky McSweeney, great to have you here. Who else we got? Mallory Fotiadis, good morning. Robert Bashirs. I didn't call you. Okay, I'm so sorry. When I hang up here, I will call you. So sorry I got wrapped up and didn't write it down. My bad. Oh, I am so sorry. Thank you for being patient with me, sir. Appreciate you. Mike Tebow, Megan Bassell, Leroy Romero. Good morning, Mike Brown. Great to have you here. Deb Dickinson is going for snickerdoodles. I like a snickerdoodle. That's that cinnamon cookie, right? It's got cinnamon in it. Sean said there is a bacon cookie. You've made it. I believe you, man. I believe you. You can't have bacon day. Every day is bacon day. Zane said his favorite is white chocolate chip. There's some good ones from Costco, the white chocolate chip ones. I'm going with the good old-fashioned dark chocolate chips. In fact, I like dark chocolate chips. So Avila chocolate chip with walnuts and salted caramel. Chocolate, that sounds good. I'm not too big on caramel. Why is caramel always salted? Is it too sweet by itself? Why do we always salt caramel? So anyway, y'all keep writing down your cookies. I'm going to tell you what's going on today with rates and pricing. There's really not anything exciting or new. What you'll see this morning is that we currently have mortgage bonds that are down a little bit on the day, 101.25. We're down about 3 or 4 basis points on the morning. Yesterday, pricing came out around 10 a.m. We were actually very near this same level. So you're not likely to see too much of a change. Now, yesterday, you could see here, I'll highlight it in green. Mortgage bonds did end the day a little bit better yesterday than where we were at this morning. However, I'll circle it in red. We had a big drop this morning in overnight trade. And a lot of this looks worse than it is because really at the end of the day, what you want to remember, we haven't really seen that much of a move on this stuff. It's really not a big problem. Everything that we've seen here is really just kind of average movement. And I wanted to show you once again, in fact, you know what, let me make this full screen. I want to show you guys I don't remember if I did this yesterday or not. So let me make this smaller and show you. I'm going to put this back for 1 year. And this 101.30 level that we are using, it's kind of like 101.28, 101.30, right about here. Actually, it's actually right about here. There we go. Okay. This level, if we go back a year, look at how we were way, way, way lower back here. But we'd have to go back. You have to go back and all the way here to where we're at that same level. This is like all the way back to September of 2024, when we basically were pushed up to this same level. We're kind of where we were at a year ago. And that's about it. And I think that's really about as good as it's going to get. I do not see any reason for mortgage bonds to be more valuable to traders than where they're at today. And that's the bottom line. Sometimes between politicians and headlines, people think like mortgage rates are manipulated enough to be set on certain things. But what they forget is where the pricing really comes from is traders, traders and markets, and where investors are investing. And when it comes to bonds, there's no reason that we would see mortgage-backed securities move higher in value than where they're at right now. There's just no reason for it at all. It's not there. And an example of where it might be is, you can make the argument, well, what if we get somebody that is basically a shill for the Fed? What if we get Hassett to, watch, because Fed nominee Trump. Let's Google that, right? So, what if we were to see Kevin Hassett here, and he was the one that came in and he basically did Trump's bidding? He's still one guy. And his role would be to try to get the rest of the committee to be more dovish. But Trump and his administration would have to go after member by member, and specifically voting members, to really get the Fed to drop rates much lower than where they're headed. We're very much in a neutral rate position. So markets continue to expect that we'll see a rate cut in December at this meeting. That's it. Markets are believing it, but once we get into that, anything that you see April, June of next year, July, you're not seeing anything below maybe a 3% rate. And what we're expecting here is 3.5. So where's that other half a point going to come in? Why would we need that? As far as today's data, labor market data, jobless claims came in, fell to a 3-year low over Thanksgiving. We can blow this off. Markets already have. And if you take a look here, you'll see that directly when you look at 8:30. Where's 8:30? So before 8:30, we were at like 101.21, and then 101.21 3 minutes later. 101.23 15 minutes later. There's really no reaction to the jobless claims this morning, because it's a holiday week, and it's such a chaotic number that, it doesn't, yes, it was a 3-year low down to 191,000, blah, 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 blah. But yet, is it really that, is that really happening? U.S. layoff plans ease, but still most for November since 2022. This is something that does have to catch your eye, because it talks about AI is taking jobs, right? Announced layoffs at U.S. companies fell last month after surging in October. They were still the highest for any November in 3 years. Markets are definitely paying attention to this. Companies announced 71,000 job cuts last month, about half the total from the previous month, but up 24% from a year earlier. Hiring intentions are down 35% this year compared to the same point in 2024, with year-to-date hiring plans being the lowest since 2010. That's because AI can do a lot of things quicker, and it's supposed to be making people more efficient. And that is why you're seeing that it takes less people to do jobs, and also especially jobs that require a lot of mundane tasks, data gathering, data collection, data analysis, a lot of data. That's what AI is really good at. I know you guys think it's good for creatives. It's getting better, but it still uses it's almost too perfect. When I can tell so many of the posts on Facebook now, people write with AI because they're too good. They're too good, and you'll notice that mine aren't. I don't, and you can sense the pattern. You can see that it's got too many copywriting rules in it. So anyway, all this stuff going on here. Keep that going on. Ron said there seems to be more excitement in cookies than market commentary. There is for me, man. I would rather talk about cookies than commentary. There's really nothing changing here. So there's no other data today. Tomorrow we're going to get PC inflation data. It's as moldy as blue cheese left out in the sun. I mean, it's stale. It's stale. It's like you left the chips bag open. We're going to get it's September data. I can't imagine that we're going to see much of a reaction to it, even though it's the first inflation data we've gotten since the 1 month of CPI that came delayed. There's really not anything else going on there. Good morning, Alan Christian Sunshine. Tammy Metzger, 'tis the season. It sure is. I mean, that's exactly what this time of the year is. And that's why I will have a sales page for you soon, but make sure you save the date. Signups, be ready to sign up at a discount. It'll be $67 for the initial signups at the discount, and then it's going to go up to $97. I've got, those of you that have been on my calls in the past, I think they're great, but we're bringing them up a notch this year. I have a guest joining me to add some energy and a different view. We're also going to use an AI tool this year to help create an actual document to have at the end of the workshop so that you have a finished, completed product. Because even though we've done it in the past, I know some people haven't finished, and that's okay. I know what that's like. So we're going to make sure that I'm building a custom GPT to help with that. I'm getting some help to do that. And so this is going to be a good one. And I really think it's critical to have a clear vision and action plan. And that's what we're building, is a vision and action plan. It's not just a feel good plan. It's going to really focus on how are you going to make 26 a good year. Let's not talk about it being the best year ever. It's not going to be the best year ever. There's too many variables. For some people it will be, but they're the exception. They're the exception. I am looking at Segeloff, put that recipe up there. You go, Segeloff. Bacon caramel chocolate chip cookies. Amy, you know the guest, although I haven't announced the guest. Just so you know, you do know the guest. And I think you can piece it together from there. So maybe you can. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I'm going to turn off the screen share, and there's really not much else to talk about on this. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. It's going to be a quiet day. Reprice risk very low. Rate sheets about the same. Nothing really changing. I would be locking. Again, I can't stress enough, the technicals are telling us that we're not going to see rates improve between now and the Fed meeting, and we would need a really dovish Fed meeting in order to see rates improve. We have not seen in the technicals, we haven't seen mortgage bonds break above this level except for one day before last month's meeting, Fed meeting, one day before last month's Fed meeting, and that was the best day, and that was it, and then it was gone. I don't think we're even going to get that next week, but it's possible. I don't think so, though. I don't think this time we will. Sean's recipe, Ron, you can get it. Go on his thing. He pasted it somewhere. I don't know. Look at this. Like, that's the ingredients, but then I can't put the whole thing on there, but I can't even copy it. It's got to be somewhere. So it's on Facebook. He's got it. It's either on the Originator Success page or on my personal page. It's in the comments there. He posted it. So, the driver for lower Fed funds is a weak jobs market, ADP weak. The markets react to the jobs report mid-December, even though it's stale. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. At some point, the Fed will recognize the weak jobs market. The question is, will they be late again? I actually disagree. I do not think that the job market is weak enough that the Fed needs to intervene yet. I think that inflation is more of an issue. I am more hawkish on this. I think we are very near a neutral rate. And I think the labor market is going to take a hit regardless, because we are in the middle of the fourth wave of the Industrial Revolution. AI is going to take jobs. And I don't think that putting extra money into the system is going to fix that. So that's just me. That's my belief. Love to hear yours. And I know that yours is different. I don't know that it's even a right or a wrong. We'll have to see. So Hammer's personal page. Thanks, Sean. So go to my personal Facebook thing and go in this video, and in the comments is Sean's recipe. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. You all have a fantastic day in December, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Make it a great one. Bye-bye.